It's a beautiful place. Now just to fix the boat.
Yeah.
Well, one of my Canadian friends has come back, but for now he's still in quarantine. So I want to take a moment to talk about a very special friend of mine here.
This is my best friends from ever here in Cape Verde. There's Pish and then there's Lily. Lily is just one incredible, super special woman, person, and she taught me a lot of things about here, and she has an incredible imagination, an incredible intuition, and I think she could become a writer. In fact, I'm sure she's going to become a writer. And I had this book here that I didn't know what to do with it. I started using it and I only filled a few pages. And Lily wants to write longhand. I said, I have just the thing for you. Her little head started working, imagining things. She's already got a character in mind. And if she one day becomes a writer, I think she will become a writer. Someday I see her books in the library with the bookstore. I'll be ever so proud and so happy. It makes me happy right now.
Thank you.
She's the sweetest person, the smart person. And this book is thanks to my friend. Perry gave me this book. Perry is a writer also, an English writer. He wrote this book, Lenny Kravitz, which has never been published yet. So Perry, I gave this book that you gave to me to this wonderful young woman who someday I think is going to become a famous writer. And I'm really proud of her. And I love her dearly.
I love you too.
I also did a terrible thing to this poor girl.
Galloping statue.
From our little outing, she was up front and one of the sheets whipped her and gave her that awful
Don't worry, man.
awful cicatrice.
I'm okay.
Scar, but it's her tattoo. She'll never forget galloping because of that.
Yeah.
And it's healing, thank God, because I felt really bad.
Like I said, the Canadians were still in quarantine, but the city here has come back to life. Jodie and I went to visit Peish at his house for pizza. And when in his neighborhood, you have to pay a visit to Percy's bar just around the corner. And tonight, we were celebrating. Thanks, Percy. I love your bar. So now back to the Canadians. Here they have been for about 2 weeks in quarantine. Before that, they had been stuck in Spain for more than a month. They later sailed all the way from Spain directly here, 17 days at sea. With some lobbying on my part, they should get a green light to come on shore very soon. Now, some of you may remember the two Canucks from earlier episodes. Pete and Dave spent a few months here. I introduced them to the Stumperot. We went to the Sejau Festival. You know, these dudes are adventurous and open to anything. So we went to Peish's famous annual block party, Boy and Muerta. And we went to visit two local rappers, Lucious and Sparrow, or Ayrton. We listened to their music and they fed us cachupa. We will see more of Lucious in the future. He's cool. They rented a car and we went cruising around São Vicente, looking for places to swim, avoiding goats, and showing off Canadian driving skills. We went remote and got crazy until we got a flat. Thank God there was a carload of people to help us. We had no tools to change the wheel. Then we went to one of Africa's biggest music festival, an African Woodstock, at Baía de Gatas. And we got dragged into a mosh pit and came home early in the morning. Then we went sailing on a catamaran with a couple of retired police officers. They were trying out their boat after being repaired so they could sail back to Europe. They asked us to come, they got us very drunk, and we sailed on like true drunken sailors. We became best of friends, man. Then we sailed to Sal and Boa Vista Islands, where we found more fun to have. Then one early stormy morning they left to sail to Europe. Well, they never made it there. They sailed straight to Halifax, Nova Scotia, where Dave is from. 37 days at sea. And Pete went back to British Columbia. Well, we did not say goodbye. We stayed in touch. And guess what? Peter is back and out of quarantine, eager to get his hands on something.
So the Canadians are back. Actually, it's one Canadian plus his son,
He's Canadian.
Ayrton.
We let him in.
Yeah, it's two Canadians, but it's not the other. It's a much skinnier version of David.
We're great to be here. It's a beautiful place. Now just to fix the boat.
Yeah.
Paige was doing some gel coat work, and there is the generator.
It's only 250 pounds. It's got to fit through this tiny little hole. He said, take it apart because it's not going to fit through the hole. So I'm going to take it apart.
Yep.
It's beautiful when it works, though, I'll tell you.
What are we going to do next, man?
Rental car. Adventures.
And?
It just wants me to say women.
You don't have to say that. You just could say, meet people, drinking.
Meet people, drinking. No stress, man. No stress. There's too much pressure. You have too much pressure, Alex. Jesus Christ. I need a beer before this will work. You won't even remember what it's like to have this much ice in a drink.
It's got ice. He's got an ice maker. And he's not American.
No, I'm Canadian. We need cold. I mean, I'll die without the ice maker. We can't make it. It's impossible.
Yep, Peter and Ayrton need ice, so they need their generator fixed. But while the guys at the marina will fix problems, the floating bar is open, where we will be getting plenty of cool refreshments in the future. I told you we would meet up with our friend and rapper Lucious. He called and said there was an inauguration for a new skate park. It was a great opportunity to get some video material. Plus, people were out. It was so refreshing. I know a lot of you think I will never leave Cape Verde, but that would not be a voyage around the world, would it? The truth is, many borders are still closed. We can't travel freely just anywhere yet. And if I sail to another island, there's a good chance I'll be stuck in quarantine there for a month or so. So I'm staying here until the world eventually opens up for me. Plus, I have more things to do here. Me and Lucius want to collaborate on a project. As well, my Canadian friends are here, and we've got some catching up to do.